When a customer chooses a new car, there are so many important choices: model, engine size, colour, trim, optional features, finance. But transmission? Well, same as they have on their old cars, surely. Too often that's exactly what we assume, even though this may not be the best choice for the customer, even though this choice will be critically important to their enjoyment of the car. Traditionally, most small car customers have opted for a manual transmission. It's simple to use, inexpensive to own, and responsive to drive. Some, particularly those who do a lot of urban driving or simply because they have to or always have done, choose an automatic. Ford even offer a third choice: Durashift EST, an advanced manual transmission with 2 different modes of operation. So what exactly are the differences between the transmissions? How do you tell which is right for a particular customer? How do you explain and demonstrate the technology? How do you decide what type of transmission would suit your customer? Don't assume that the customer wants the same transmission they already have, or even that they understand the benefits of the various alternatives. It's vital that sales staff qualify each and every customer by asking detailed questions to discover both their real needs and their likes and dislikes about different transmission options, as well as determining their own understanding and expectations. So how do you explain the technology? The test drive is vitally important. To give you an idea of how you might approach this, let's take a look at each Ford transmission in turn, highlighting the key customer benefits as we go through. A conventional manual transmission, as you'll know, transfers power from the engine via a clutch to the gearbox, which in turn drives the wheels. Both the clutch and the gearbox are operated directly by the driver. The 5-speed manual gearbox fitted to both Fiesta and Fusion model ranges is a smooth shifting transmission that contributes greatly to both vehicles' reputation for refined driving quality. It delivers a spirited, involving drive when needed, but is light and simple to operate at all times. And in comparison to our competitors, the quality of its precise shifting is second to none. The vast majority of your potential customers will be perfectly happy to drive a manual and will be familiar with the traditional H-pattern gear lever. However, you should still plan your test drive. Avoid congested areas and include a stretch of country road where you can show how the car rewards the driver with a lively, involved ride. In some ways, Durashift EST may appear to act like an automatic, but it is, in fact, an advanced manual transmission. The powertrain includes a clutch and conventional gearbox, not a torque converter as in an automatic. The difference with Durashift EST is that the driver has no clutch pedal. The clutch is operated remotely either when the driver selects a gear to change up or down in manual mode, or in automated mode when Durashift EST automatically changes gear, leaving the driver to concentrate on enjoying the ride. Gear change and clutch operation are all carried out by electric motors through drive-by-wire rather than mechanical connections. The test drive is an opportunity for you to demonstrate the characteristics of a transmission, particularly where the customer is looking to change to a different option. This is especially important with Durashift EST, as many customers may not have experienced the advanced manual concept. They will inevitably look to see how it compares with what they're used to. Get to know the basic operations of the Durashift EST transmission so that you can explain and demonstrate with confidence. In particular, how to start the car and set off. The requirement to apply the foot brake when starting the engine is a safety feature. This makes sure the driver is in total control and that the car will not roll away. Durashift, being a manual transmission, does not have the park mode of an automatic, which locks the transmission. So when coming to a rest or parking, you must advise customers to apply the handbrake, just as you would a normal manual. Similarly, when starting off uphill, the driver must hold the car with the handbrake. This may seem unusual for some automatic drivers. Manual drivers, on the other hand, would expect to use the handbrake anyway. You should also include a reversing manoeuvre, so that you can demonstrate how easily reverse gear can be selected. Demonstrate switching between manual and automated modes at various speeds, and also demonstrate gear changing in manual mode. Point out that the intelligent transmission reduces the need to work the throttle as you would if coordinating revs, clutch and gears in a conventional manual. So, to start, how would you demonstrate the benefits of manual mode of Durashift EST? Two situations may be appropriate. The first might be a swift pull away from a busy junction. A driver likes to feel in command and be confident they can execute this manoeuvre safely. Manual mode gives precise but effortless control, allowing them to hold gears to get maximum acceleration. In this instance, there's even a mode to help give the driver that extra bit of confidence when needed. Similarly, on an open road, the driver will feel more in control and be able to enjoy the super stiff chassis in Fiesta or the command driving position in Fusion. Remember, of course, that a sporty, involved drive will appeal to some drivers but not to others. Qualify the customer so you know their preferred driving style before you take them on the test drive. The advantages of automated mode are clear in heavy stop-start traffic, where drivers are spared the labour of constant work with the clutch and gear shift. Draw the customer's attention to the way that the car creeps forward when idling, a useful feature in slow-moving traffic. When on the move, the driver will feel the progression through the gears. That's deliberate. Remember, EST is an advanced manual, not an automatic. Demonstrate how the kickdown feature works, shifting down a gear or two to give maximum acceleration for safe overtaking, just as in a conventional automatic. Remember though that this is a manual transmission. Gear changes will be perfectly executed manual changes, not the silky smooth changes of an automatic. Durashift EST has a number of advanced intelligent features that may be unfamiliar to both traditional manual and automatic drivers. Going down a steep hill, it will automatically change down, blipping the throttle to ensure a smooth change. It will also prevent manual downshifts if this would force the engine revs too high. On the flat, these same intelligent electronics will prevent the driver changing up if the revs are too low, but will not trigger unnecessary gear changes on bends or roundabouts. This is something that some of our competitors' advanced manual transmissions fail to do, to the annoyance of many drivers. Also, it is virtually impossible to stall the car. The all-new, fully automatic transmission provides the ultimate in driving refinement. This is the latest addition to the range of small car transmissions. With a fully automatic transmission, there is no longer a direct mechanical link between the engine and the wheels. The clutch is replaced by what is known as a torque converter, which provides a hydraulic coupling between engine and gearbox. Without going into all the engineering technicalities, it's more important that you understand that an automatic transmission is simply completely different to a manual transmission. Sophisticated electronics control the transmission to ensure the smoothest possible drive experience, whatever the road conditions. The gear lever is simple, clear and easy to operate. The driver can select D for drive, gears 1 through to 2, reverse, neutral and park. There's also an overdrive function, which effectively operates as the fourth gear. Available with the 100 PS 1.6i 16-valve Duratec engine, the 4-speed automatic transmission delivers seamless shift quality. When demonstrating an automatic, the same principles apply as if you were demonstrating a manual. Plan the route to allow you to demonstrate the best qualities of the transmission, particularly when the customer is thinking of a change. In particular though, for an automatic you should always include urban driving to show how effortless this becomes. Include some open road in your route so that you can demonstrate the kickdown and the customer can judge how well the car accelerates for overtaking. Park on an uphill slope to explain how the park setting locks the transmission so the car will not roll away. Then do a hill start to show how the creep facility of an automatic will hold the car and reduce the need for the handbrake. These are all features that will not be evident to someone who has always driven a manual. Whether it's the precise, positive feel of the 5-speed manual, or the flexible automated and manual modes of the Durashift EST, or the smooth, effortless, all-new fully automatic, it is for you to discover which of the outstanding vehicles in the Ford small car range is the perfect solution for your customer.